Long before Rome, before Egypt's pyramids had even aged, two mighty civilizations clashed in the cradle of human history. Sumer, the world's first great cities, against Akkad, the first empire. It was a war not just for land, but for the very soul of Mesopotamia, and its outcome would change the course of civilization forever. This is the story of the Sumer-Akkad Wars. In the 24th century BC, a man named Sargon of Akkad rose from obscurity. Legend says he was abandoned as a child, set adrift in a basket on the Euphrates, only to be chosen by the gods for greatness. Through ruthless ambition and brilliant strategy, Sargon forged the world's first empire, stretching from the Persian Gulf to the Mediterranean Sea. But to the south lay Sumer, the ancient cities of Ur, Uruk, Lagash, and Nippur, the birthplace of writing, law, and monumental architecture. These were cities older than Akkad itself, proud, independent, and unwilling to bow to Sargon's rule. The Akkadians marched south. Sargon's armies were disciplined and deadly. Professional soldiers who lived for conquest. They stormed the Sumerian cities one by one. Uruk fell, Ur fell. Even the sacred city of Nippur was brought under Akkadian control. The once great Sumerians now lived under the shadow of Akkad. But the spirit of Sumer was not so easily crushed. Revolts erupted again and again, cities rising in defiance whenever the Akkadian grip loosened. What followed was not a single war, but generations of conflict, rebellion, suppression, and endless bloodshed between Akkad and Sumer. After Sargon's death, the Akkadian Empire began to crack. His grandson, Naram-Sin, declared himself a god, the king of the four quarters of the world. He crushed rebellions with merciless force, but hubris has its price. A mysterious enemy known as the Gutians, mountain tribes from the east, swept across Mesopotamia. At the same time, famine and drought ravaged the land. The Akkadian Empire, stretched thin by centuries of war with Sumer, collapsed into chaos. And in the ashes of Akkad, the Sumerian cities rose once more. The Sumer-Akkad Wars were more than a struggle for dominance, they were the dawn of imperial warfare. The rise and fall of Akkad would echo through history, teaching the world its first lesson in the fragility of empires. From the cradle of civilization, one truth emerged: even the mightiest kingdoms can crumble to dust. History remembers the first empire, but never forgets those who resisted it.